TGO, Tom Gruenwald Outdoors, is brought to you by HT, premium ice tackle since 1974. Polar Fire Gear, this is how it's done. Tourism Saskatchewan, Canada's best freshwater fishing. Vexilar, ice fishing begins when you turn your Vexilar on. Kalispell, Montana, discovery in every direction. And these other fine sponsors.
Hello everyone and welcome to Tom Gruenwald Outdoors. I'm Tom Gruenwald. We're in New England, the beautiful state of Vermont to be specific, and I'm fishing with our HT Pro Staff member Jamie Vlatica, who's actually brought along a couple of his Fish Hounds guide service people to help us out, both Mike and Dylan. Why so many people? Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with Vermont, we're allowed 15 lines per person. That's right, 15 lines per person here on Lake Champlain. So, with the four of us fishing, we can actually put out 60 lines. What we're going to do is we're going to tip up fish for chain pickerel. Chain pickerel might sound kind of strange to you people that live right there in New England. Why would Tom go all the way to Vermont to fish for chain pickerel? They really don't grow that big. Most of them probably are in the 20 to 25 inch range. They're quite plentiful, and it's not really a popularly sought game fish species here by the people of Vermont. We do catch chain pickerel in Wisconsin and back in the Midwest, but I think they get out-competed by the pike, so a lot of times we set our tip-ups, we're going to catch a whole lot more pike than we will chain pickerel. So it's something unique. It's an indigenous species that people catch here, and I wanted to come out here and try fishing for them. They bite hard, they're beautiful, there's a lot of them. Plus, we've got a beautiful area here. We got kind of a little switchback, a little area off of Lake Champlain. It's a little bit of a bottlenecked area. Beautiful weed line. Weed bed is probably on the flat 2, maybe 3 feet deep. Drops off gradually into about 12 to 15. And the fish are coming in off of the main lake into this area. They follow that weed line. They follow that structure and that turn. Come in here primarily to feed. There's perch, there's shiners, there's bluegills, there's crappies, all sorts of things for them. It's a nursery of basically bait fish. So they can come in here, they've got beautiful structure, beautiful cover, abundant forage. It's a bottlenecked area for us, so we can really set our lines out here so we can intercept those fish as they come through. And furthermore, with the number of lines that we're allowed, 15 tip-ups a person, we can really cover some water. That's a powerful combination. That's definitely going to bring us some action. Why chain pickerel? Because it's fun. So join us right here as we fish in Vermont for some chain pickerel. Maybe we'll even pick up a couple of pike today, right here on TGO.
You're watching TGO, Tom Gruenwald Outdoors. Let's learn something. Time for a TGO tackle tip.
Here in Vermont, we're allowed 15 lines per person. With the four of us, that's 60 holes to drill and clean out. Tell you, I got talking with Jamie. He offered me a little tip that really makes sense. He said, Tom, he says, go down after you've found out how thick the ice is, drill your holes maybe 80-85% of the way through and lift the auger up out of the hole, clear away all the ice chips and the shavings, then go back in and complete the hole drilling. He said it really helps to eliminate a lot of those ice chips that build up in there, makes it a lot faster and a lot more efficient when you're putting in this many holes and trying to keep everything cleaned out. Just bang, bang. And it's a great tip, and it does really help out. Another one. It's just crazy with all these tip-ups you get here. I'm loving this. This is so much fun. Here in Vermont, on Lake Champlain, we're allowed 15 lines per angler. So this is just crazy with Jamie and I out here. We can put out 30 tip-ups. Is he there?
There.
Ooh, there we go. Got him going. Great. It's not a panfish, something bigger. Deal, good deal. A little bit of head shake there. Oh, it's going. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's a pickerel. Making the characteristic pike or pickerel take runs, so we'll have to see which one we got. Doesn't feel like a monster, but... Oh, it's a pickerel. Oh, excellent, excellent. There we go. Got the right species. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see, now we do get some chain pickerel back home in Wisconsin, but typically they're small like this and they're really rare. And I don't know if that's just because of the competition they have with the number of pike we have up there or what, but you actually catch chain pickerel with some pretty common, as a common occurrence basically here in Vermont, right? Good catch. Yeah. Actually, this one's a little bit feisty. You know, a lot of the folks around here consider them jig thieves. Yeah. Fishing for panfish and stuff. So they're not ranked up there very high on the list of friendly fish to catch. Yeah. But because they steal a lot of jigs, but I guess that's part of the game. But they're a beautiful fish. And yeah, to kind of show the difference between pike here and you can, the markings are real long here, the chain-like, especially on the side. You can see why they call them chain pickerel. It's still a member of the pike family and pretty much fish the same way as you would pike. And you know, you can get them bigger than this too out here. You know, a good one out here is probably 4 or 5 pounds. Okay. Common is a little bigger than this, probably one size bigger than this, you know, and they're 20, 23 inch. But you can get them bigger. And when you get them bigger, I tell you, you got yourself a fight at the end, so. Nice. Let that one grow. I know Jamie says the people in Vermont aren't crazy about catching these pickerel, but the reason I wanted to come out here and do this is to show you actually some of the species that are caught here in New England. You know, this is beautiful country. There's a lot of fish. I mean, you can catch perch, you catch crappie, you catch bluegill. It's multi-species. But I wanted to come out here and do something a little different and really show what it's like to fish here in Vermont. And I think chain pickerel are one of those species that are indigenous to this area that people are familiar with, and it shows the world, you know, what they can catch here in these beautiful mountains in Vermont. Let's go and get some more, Jamie. Let's do it. Boy, I tell you what, this is really fun. I'm used to fishing out in the Midwest primarily. In Wisconsin, we're allowed 3 lines. Minnesota, 2 lines. Here in Vermont, 15 lines. With Jamie and I fishing, that's 30 tip-ups. And another one just popped up over here. Boy, it's just fun. Coming! Okay. All right, Dylan. Yeah. This one's got a little more weight to it here.
Seems to be.
I just had another one on over there. It got tangled up in a branch that and he ended up coming off, but this feels heavier. Oh yeah, it's not a bad pike
nice
at all.
pike.
Yep. There we go.
All right.
There you go. Oh, no. Not supposed to let him go yet.
Quick release. We'll try that again.
At least he didn't get tangled up in there and break off.
All the commotion going on.
Yeah, we gotta get his head turned to get a nice one. There we go, nice pike. Yep. There we go.
That's
Nice.
a nice pike.
That is a beautiful fish. So now we get pickerel in here, and you said those might go 4 or 5 pounds. How about the pike? You get some pretty decent ones. You get double-digit pike up in this part of the country
we did
too.
a 22-pounder here last year.
Okay. Okay.
And we've actually had a couple pike in here that we've had perch that got on our tip-ups that we didn't know were on, didn't trip them. Yeah. And then come to it and find that the pike ate the perch that was on there.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's pretty neat. But yeah, this is a decent one. This is a, you know, like we were getting that average size of the pickerel so far today. This is your average size pike that we get out of here. You know, they tend to be this size or bigger.
Nice.
But yeah, what another pretty fish you see here, nice and healthy.
That's
Put
right.
the spreaders in there, Tom. I don't know. It's right
Yeah,
here in the lip.
it's
We don't
right in
need
the
it.
side of the corner of the mouth. It's perfect. Got him, Jamie?
Yep.
There you go.
Let's get her back.
Yeah, let that one go. Oh, that's a nice pike.
Bye, girlie. Little tail wag there to say goodbye.
There she goes. Hey, let's see if we catch some more pike and pickerel here in Vermont. Right here on TGO.
More fishing action online at tgofishing.com.
All right, another pop-up. Oh yeah, we got some angle on this one too. Oh yeah, we got one going here. Oh yeah. It's nice and easy with that light leader. If he wants to go, we'll let him go. Don't want to horse him. It's not a real big fish, but they can still break that leader really easily if you're not careful. That's another little pickerel. Beautiful. There we go. This is what we came to Vermont for, right here, right here. Look at that. They're so pretty. They're not big. They're not huge fish by any stretch of imagination. But I tell you, we've had a lot of action, and with the number of tip-ups that you could put out, and the number of fish that they have, the action's almost constant. Look at that. Chain pickerel, member of the pike family, just a little different marking. Aggressive, fight hard. You can find these all across the parts of the New England here, including this beautiful state of Vermont. Now we'll get the hooks out and let this one go.
As you've seen today, we've been using these HT Polar Magnum pop-up tip-ups. I love these tip-ups. There's a lot of different features that just help me out with my guide service. I keep talking about being fast and efficient. And one of the things that I like about this tip-up is picking up. Picking up is a breeze with this tip-up. When I walk up to this tip-up, I simply turn this a quarter turn, which locks the magnet so it doesn't come up. I pick it up. With that locked, you can free spool, reel up your line, take your minnow off. I always let him go. Did his job. And then there's this nice little catch, which a lot of tip-ups don't have right here. And I just hook this in this little catch, and then I tighten down the reel. After that's done, when I store this, I'm not gonna come into a tangled up mess. And it's very important for me when I'm fishing day in and day out. When I get there in the morning, I can't have my stuff tangled up as a mess. After I do that, I'm simply gonna close this hood. I'm gonna try to close it up as tight as I can because I need to fit a lot of them in there. After I got this wrapped up as tight as I can, I put it in my box, and I can fit about 40 of them in there. And it's nice, small, and compact, and it's ready to go tomorrow morning when I need to get out here and set up. I don't know what we got here, Tom, but this might be the one for the day.
This might be our biggie, huh? Oh yeah, he's pulling.
I don't dare even lift it with this light line.
Okay,
I would
we'll all
probably keep
work.
some of that out and not.
We'll all work together here, and
yep. Let's keep some out.
Yep.
We'll just
there you go.
hold it up.
Yeah, you can hold some, Mike, and I got the spool here.
He's going.
Yep. Let him go. Just feed him. We'll just try to keep it out of the ice chips. It's not too cold today, so I don't think we got to worry a lot about it tangling in there. We still want to be careful.
Yeah, I'd definitely leave some run room for him because I think if he hits the spool, he's big enough where he might. I wouldn't even reel it up.
Now again, we're using those light leaders, and so we got to be very careful. We can't horse these fish at all. But I do believe, especially in this clearer water, that the lighter leaders do help you get more strikes. A lot of people say, why aren't you using wire or a heavier leader? And the primary reason is in this clear water is just the number of strikes. And you got to just be more careful, have a little bit more fun with them when you reel them in. Bring them up.
Let's see if I get a look this time, guys.
There's a leader. That's about as far as you've got him. Did you see it?
I saw a shadow, maybe. A little bit of a reflection.
A muscular fish.
Oh, let's see
Back
if we
to
can
the
see
leader
it.
again.
Let's just make sure we can
Tired
at
him
least
out
see
yet.
it.
Just turn that head.
He isn't gonna have nothing to... That's a nice pike.
Oh yeah, that's a big fish.
Big pike.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
That's a big one.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
just get his nose to turn up a little bit. There you go. There, now just guide him up the hole if you can turn.
I can't even touch him.
It's huge, yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
make sure the line goes smooth. She's tiring out. She's tiring out. We just got to get her head turned. There you go. There you go. Nice and easy, Jamie. Nice and easy.
No, let her go.
Got it loose yet? Yeah, it's a really good fish. It's a really good fish.
Oh, last finger, last
Yep,
finger.
feeding line. Yep. There you go. There you go. Oh, so close.
Can't get her gill plate. There we go. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There's a pike, guys.
No, we got that's a Vermont pike right
now
there,
you can
huh?
see what we're talking about here, Tom.
They do grow big. They do grow big here too.
She's a beauty.
And that's the fun of coming out here and fishing with the magnetic pop-ups and setting these lines is that we got all these chain pickerel, we got pike in the area, and you know, always a chance. If you, like you said, Jamie, if you put in your time, you're probably going to get one nice one each day, and there it is. Oh, that's a beauty.
A beauty.
That is really nice. Anybody, somebody got a tape measure? We should just see what we got here once.
Yeah, we're warm enough today. She's gonna be okay here.
Get out here on the nose. About a 34, 35 incher. Oh, that's beautiful. Dylan was talking before, identifying chain pickerel versus a pike and how the scales cover the entire gill and the operculum on the chain pickerel, and the pike, just the scales
half here.
right here on the first half. And so that's another identifying thing. You don't see the teardrop mark, and of course, look at the white speckles and so forth instead of the black chain marks. That's the difference between those fish.
How about we get a picture of hers for a keepsake, Tom?
Let's do that, and then get her back in.
Yeah, get her back in so somebody else can catch her.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, guys.
Oh, it's a beautiful fish. Let's get that one back in. Oh, look at the head on that.
There she goes.
Yeah, just give her a chance. Go on her own.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, brother.
Right, man.
Woo!
There's more fishing action to come right here on TGO.
All right, what do we got here, Dylan? How big is he?
This is a big pike right here.
This
I've
one
seen him twice, and he fills the hole. Can you take that
Oh,
off?
yeah, that's a big fish.
That's a big pike right
That's
there.
a huge pike, yeah.
Here he comes.
There you go. Okay, got line, got line. Get what you need.
Here he comes again. Nope.
It's all right, I got line, got your
No way
bag.
we're gonna get a double chance at that.
Got your
Right
bag.
back to back.
Yeah.
I got line, got line.
The water's clouding up. Can't see
Yep,
it very
you got her
well.
head's just at the hole. Okay, head's turned. There you go,
There we
Jamie.
go.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job, guys. Oh, that's a
That
beauty.
is a
Look at
heck
the
of a
belly.
fish.
And it goes to show you that you can catch big fish on light tackle too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
I think that's my personal best pike right there.
It is.
We
Awesome.
gotta put a tape on it. Well, I think that's quite a way to end the day right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
Nice.
said your biggest one up to this point was how big?
31.
You just beat it by a full 5 inches there.
I see we get her back down the hole. So
Yeah.
she can do her
Absolutely.
business.
Nice and easy. Yep. Just give her a chance. You need to have a little chance there to get a little oxygen. There you go. And there she goes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That was a beautiful fish. They grow big here in Vermont. Huh? Pickerel.
Nice pickerel.
There we go. There you go. There we go. Hey, Jamie, I really want to thank you for this trip out here. This is absolutely beautiful country. It's more than I even expected. I love the rolling hills, the trees, the eagles, and all that really adds to this whole experience here. And you guys, Mike, Dylan, yourself, done a fabulous job. Outdid yourself putting us here on these pickerel. What fun.
Thank you. We just want to thank you for taking the time to come out here to Vermont and spend some time with us and get to fish and experience what we have out here. We are blessed with amazing fishery here. Not only just Lake Champlain, I mean, just the whole state. We just have a lot of great fishing right here at our disposal. So
it was an outstanding day, just fantastic. If you're interested in trying a trip out here to New England, I would say you might want to consider coming out to Vermont. And Jamie's really got things going here. He's got multi-species, he's got different environments. Obviously Lake Champlain proper here in these backwater areas are full of fish, but there's a lot of inland lakes, and that provides even more opportunities in the same region.
Yep, definitely. There's pretty much, if there's a species you want to catch, we can usually find it, depending on the time of the year, of course.
We sure experienced a lot of great action here today, and whether we're in Vermont or no matter where the trip may take us next time, we hope you'll join us for a lot of great ice fishing action right here on Tom Gruenwald Outdoors.
TGO has been brought to you by HT, premium ice tackle since 1974. Polar Fire Gear, this is how it's done. Tourism Saskatchewan, Canada's best freshwater fishing. Vexilar, ice fishing begins when you turn your Vexilar on. Kalispell, Montana, discovery in every direction. And these other fine sponsors. TGO, where it's all ice fishing all the time.